Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Lions are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against that Jaguars team that has to be careful throwing the ball. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback. But Blake Bortles has shown in his time in the NFL that he's a guy that you can build a team around.
Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
To throw is Bortles. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. Here's a former 1,000-yard rusher, Stephen Ridley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here on first down. He hits Riddick underneath. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Ezekiel Sigiansa with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Bortles. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler. In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They come out here in the eye. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game. Plays with passion.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Riddick. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going, but trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Rashad Green. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Now Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And Robinson with a big catch. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Bortles now on first down. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Ivory bulldozes past him.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
10 yards still left on second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run the option left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Bortles. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
The play clock's running down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Lions are going to have a first. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alone to the right is Jones.
Here we go. 190. 190.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part two of the screen, he forgot part one, couldn't get the ball. Second down now after the incompletion.
Everyone's got four down. Here we go. Ryan 38.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough.
Ohio. Check.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. On. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And getting set to go again, here's the Lions defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First down, this is Ivory. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Out of the pistol, Ivory. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Finding time. That is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
In motion left goes Jones.
Ohio. Ohio. Shit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Here we go. What? 90. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Check 3. Flex round. Flex round.
Riddick with a carry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Alone to the right is Jones. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a quarterback sneak. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38.
From the 4, it's second and goal. Now Riddick. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run the option left. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver.
Another pistol look here. Here's Ivory. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They come out here in the eye. Hand off to the fullback, Burton. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella taking and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, it's Riddick. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go back to Riddick. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Let's
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll look to throw, and that's complete to Lewis. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Complete. This is Lewis. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Come on!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down, 4 down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run at Stephen Ridley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And his throw is incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Go, go. 390.
back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on third down, Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Again, it's Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll make this a second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Lee's got it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Jaguars haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's roll those highlights. Lions have it at the 27. Riddick's got the catch here on the quick pass, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. The Lions strike first in this one. Lions on offense midway through the second. Riddick's got it on the run, and he'll take this 4 yards for the score. The lead now at 14. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Ford Field for the start of the third quarter.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play clock's running down.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 13 yards that time and a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll go on the ground. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And tough starting field position here. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is Ivory. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bortles now on first down. Completes it to Lee. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Alright, let's do this shit.
Second and very short here, less than a yard.
Let's stop on film defense. Let's do this.
Bortles to throw on second down.
Nope.
Caught out left
Fuck.
side by Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
I need to learn how to block.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Being a noob fucking sucks.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Mr. Bostic. He will be a superstar one day, watch. I'm gonna make him one. I don't even like the Lions. I'm a
team now
Ravens
as they
fan.
run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
All right.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Puppies.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Switch to a run. Do you think?
Now Ridley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some
Oh,
runs
you
are
threw
blocked
Detroit?
so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the
Cool,
yardage.
what's up? I'm
The
the
leverage by the offensive
owner,
line to create
Marshall
space up
Mathers.
front. Really well done.
So, Eminem. I'm playing as Eminem, making the Detroit Lions be real dope.
Second down following the run. Again,
Hope I
we'll
make
see
you
the
proud.
pistol
Sorry,
here.
Stafford got hurt.
Time running out here on the play clock. Give it a look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come out here in the eye. The play clock's running down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Typing. Got to delay a game.
Delay game, offense. Still third down.
You know, right now, if I was to play you, you'd probably kick my ass, because this is only like my second day playing the next-gen system. I had the PS3 for a long, long time, and I just got this the 21st.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This is taken at about the 14. Muscles him off.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
All right, I got you. I'll do it right after this game.
They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Robinson's got it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
We only lost one game, like 8-1.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
They're like 4 and 5 or some shit.
Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yeah, watch that middle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there,
give me that football.
Here's Brad Nordman now. He's been terrific so far.
You're 0 and 10.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Yeah, I'll play if you can wait.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field.
No online exploitations, because I don't know any of that. I just want to play a nice, clean football game. You can be your Lions, I'll be my Ravens.
In their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he
Giving
was
up on
either
that
rushing
run.
the passer,
I know
making a
theoretical
play,
break
or
one.
making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Play clock winding
Who you
down.
playing as in the season?
And he'll give it here to his running back.
The Lions?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe get him into space and throw it to him.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Back to throw here.
Oh,
And he
hold on to
couldn't
that.
hang on to it
What?
through the contact.
that wasn't
Incomplete.
short anyway.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds.
How long you
Should
been
be
watching
inside
the
the 10, I
Lions?
think it is.
I'm
At the
26.
6-yard line.
I've been watching them since the Ravens since 2003.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time.
I feel sorry that you had to go through an 0-16 season, man.
As they head to
I
the
condone
field now,
this.
with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down.
The
is
safety, get the
Bortles.
safety.
A dump off for Ivory. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's see if we
They
can.
come out here in the eye. They give it to Ivory.
Yep.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Would you say Barry Sanders is the best Lion to ever play?
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Calvin
He's
Johnson.
got the hook up to Lee. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd
Oh,
down.
so you didn't see the
Well, there they
0-16
went blitz
season.
defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
Lucky
I love
you.
the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create
Damn,
space
no.
and gaps. And that play finished
Okay.
off really, really well.
Okay.
Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed. Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the
I don't know,
football.
are the Lions
In this
making the
case,
playoffs this
they
year?
went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Really?
Everyone understood their
Okay.
role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the
I hope y'all
defensive
win
guys,
out,
they're trying to get
'cause,
down and get low and get leverage on the offensive
Lamar
lineman,
Jackson,
but they didn't allow that to happen.
dependent
They
on
created
him.
a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st
Flacco's
down.
been fucking up lately, so now that we got that dynamic player, Lamar Jackson, I think we can do some shit as soon as he can start throwing the ball a little bit
Three
better, and he's
quarters
already
have come and
good.
gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back
I'd
now
love to see
at
a
Ford
Ravens versus
Field.
Lions game.
It's
We don't
Jaguar
play all a
football,
lot
but
because
a
of
little work
NFC.
to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Oh, they're 5-10. Ooh. Okay, yeah, no playoff.
Bortles now on
Unless
first
they're in a
down.
weak-ass division.
Underneath to Ivory. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Stafford
So many times
does
you hear
Stafford still
today's
have a
NFL
job?
described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run with Ivory.
Get him.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple
Shut
up to
down
the
his third
38. Tackle made there by Haloti Nada.
Hello, D.
They're trying to keep
He's
the
a
drive
beast
going.
for
This will
us,
be play
man.
number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Ivory again.
Get back there.
Looking
Yes.
for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right.
The best
Get
defensive
another
linemen,
score. Run out the
they
clock.
play with great leverage
do
so they
this.
can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That
Here's
sucks.
Brad Nordman now. As
At
he's
least
on
you're
for the
riding
5th
or
time
dying
here
with the
today.
team. You know, if you're from Detroit and you ride with the Lions, I respect that type of thing.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on.
I was
into
riding
the
with the
end zone
Ravens
for
during
the
the
touchback.
Power Bowl
And
days.
Detroit
Lions
getting
did it.
set to go now.
2007,
And they're
we were
coming off a
freaking
3-and-out, my friend.
5-11.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you
And the only
shake
reason why I'm
things
being
up?
the
You look at what
Lions
you
is
called
because it's
before
my
and
favorite
realize it
rapper,
hasn't worked for
favorite
someone
team.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe
Also
try
like
to
the
hit
uniform.
something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This is Ridley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that
quarterback,
loading
I
the
got
box
Boyd
in a
to
big
run a
way.
little bit. I'm gonna
6,
try that.
7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll drop to
Nope.
throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in
It's
an
crazy.
offset
It's my
eye.
first day streaming, man.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body
not
blows.
give up on
Sometimes
the
they
run.
dish them out themselves.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Another pistol
If
look
I was
here.
them, I would trade Matthew Stafford. I think they can get a good
Time
value, and
running
plus
out
some
here on the
teams
play
need him.
clock. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the
Go,
tight
get
end.
get up there. Yeah!
And he's taken
Ho,
down,
ho,
but
ho,
now
what a
before he
fucking
gets
play.
us into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
He broke some motherfuckers' backs.
The play clock's running down.
Shit,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed
Y'all
it
got
out.
Haloti Nada, Ezekiel Ansah. Got a good-ass defensive line, man.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings
Darius
up
Slay
third.
is no
Brandon,
joke.
that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Some viruses, man.
Let's go. White, none. White, none.
Play clock
Thank you.
winding
Thank
down.
you so much for the sub. I appreciate it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or
Get over,
takeaway.
get over.
Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Complete. This is Lewis. The completion good for
Eat
3 and it's second down.
that clock.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here we go. Fans, play out. Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Come on, go.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And some
How's he running
space
so
here.
slow?
9 yards on the
like
pickup.
88
there. Keeps the
speed.
drive alive.
I must have
That was an
nerfed.
excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time
Is there any
scrambling
good
out of the
quarterbacks
pocket,
in the draft
got to the
that
sticks, and picked up the
you have
first
high
down.
hopes for?
Red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Fans, 38. Flex round. Flex
Time running out here on the play clock. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Let's go. Fans, 38.
Cool. So, yeah, you guys should have a high pick with that
And
low.
he'll give it here to his running back. And this play
that low
goes
record.
nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Well, on that play, the expression "don't blink,
Yeah,
you
I'm
might miss
down.
something"
Well, I won't be
certainly
one.
applied. That was
It'll be my first
fast.
online
Defense
match.
diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll look to throw. This
Oh,
is
go.
Reddick on the
You
screen.
son of a...
And he'll get it here
My own
to the
teammate
10-yard
fucked me.
line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
The play clock's running down. And with the play clock at 3,
messed
we'll
up.
get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th
What the
quarter.
hell is wrong with my kicker? What?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Alright, so all I gotta
So
do
a
is
big
add
one
you
there is that
and
gives them a
like
little
make
cushion.
a private game and invite you.
The
Is that how I
fact
do?
that they were able to bleed some time off the clock
I'm really new to
and
the
put points
PlayStation
on the
4.
board, even if it's only 3, that can turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Prater now will
Hell,
send it
I'm new
away
to next
following
gen
the made field
altogether.
goal.
I've been holding out for a long time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And with this deficit, you can't have too
Who's
many
your
more
running
drives
back?
like the
Starting
last
running
drive
back.
where you had to punt it away.
Last time I was paying attention, y'all had
The punter
Javad
doesn't exist,
Best.
guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of catch.
Break that offensive line. Break it.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Still too much.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down.
Oh, really? Middle school, high school, collegiate?
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
Most I play was unorganized.
It's not even get to third down. They've got to maximize
1v1s
time
in the
and conserve
backyard.
as much as
I
possible.
was a beast running back.
On first down, Bortles. He's got time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for. As that
Oh man,
pass
if you get a
goes incomplete.
scholarship to play football, congrats and motherfucking laces. All the power to you.
Bortles again here on second and 10. He rifles
Oh,
it,
yes!
intercepted.
Perfect!
It's the 2014 NFL interception lead.
Yes, Derry. Oh, that was clean.
So that right there was his second
Don't
pick,
matter.
but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare
What position you play, yo?
interception game in his career.
So what are you saying? That getting 2 in a game is like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out
Nice
there
boy.
for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
You saying they never won with you? Okay. Oh man. Hey, at least you had the balls to do it and you had the passion.
Play clock winding down. They'll run with Ridley. Oh, what a move. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I didn't play football in high school because I got an anxiety problem. I ain't down for all that discipline and all that shit, getting dressed in the locker room and all that. I couldn't do it. I love football, but I just couldn't play it
after this
professionally.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And then you can kick my ass online.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
4 down, check, 4 down. Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Take over.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Go, go, go.
And not much run. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
And 5.
That one looks like he'll
Is it
throw
15
here.
games?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining.
And all 5
in this
losses
fourth
when he
quarter
was
play.
starting. Oh, yeah, 10-5. That's it. You know, quarterback is the hardest position to play. I know a lot of people think that it's not because you're not
And I
as
see an
physical,
extra
but it's the
defensive
most
back on the
mental
field. Little surprise
position
here on 3rd and 1.
that you could ever play. You gotta do multitasking. You gotta look over the field. You're wearing this helmet where you can barely see shit. You gotta have a knack for that stuff. That's why they get paid the big bucks.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go, Matt Prater.
So on 4th down,
yards.
out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one.
Don't
This
do that
from
again.
44 yards out now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis.
I will not
so
feel
the
safe
offense
until I
takes
get
a
this thing a
timeout.
field goal.
And now we're
Okay,
set
here
to
we
get going. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Would you like the Rams before they went to LA?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Try to shake off
Detroit's
the
your
interception
hometown
from the
team,
last
right?
drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught right side. It turns. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Jags are going to have a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Bortles now to throw.
Oh, no, 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 no. What?
Wide open receiver complete.
You gotta be kidding me.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a
Nice
score.
fucking coverage, blown.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense,
That was my
where you
dream,
are in
too.
terms of the scoreboard,
Either
the
be a
time
rapper
left on the
or
clock,
go
as
in
you
the
noted.
NFL.
So many things to go through.
And it's weird. And I'm like the whitest of the white.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick.
I would play basketball if I was any good. Can't dribble.
And the Lions were able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort.
No, I'm not
They
gonna.
tried their
It's
best,
not
did
doxing you or
everything they
anything.
could to try
Like I
and get
told
the
you, I'm
ball
from
on the
Baltimore.
onside kick. You're
So is
exactly right.
Detroit
They had to
your
try it. It
hometown
was their
team? Like you
only
from
option.
Detroit,
And
or at
now,
least Michigan?
this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
My ex-girlfriend was an artist / animator.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Clock ticking. Come on.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
4 rushes for 8 yards. They really shouldn't count the rush as a kneel down. So whatever. I haven't been putting up stuff on this channel, so you're like my first
down to a knee one more time, and that should
subscription.
just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good
Whatever
about
your
that
dream
victory.
is, man, just practice and hone that skill.
So for Detroit, the great run they've been
Hard
on
work and
continues
skill
as they move
overdoes
to
talent.
9-1 now. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving
Why
Day
is this
game
playbook
on
stuck on the damn
Thursday.
screen? That's
Meanwhile, for
annoying.
Jacksonville, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on track next
you
week
broke my
as they head up to
subscriber
Orchard
virginity.
Park to take on the
Congratulations.
Buffalo Bills.
Even though I have 23 subscribers, most of them are bots.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL
Look
on
at this
EA
glitch.
Sports. For more,
Why the
find
fuck
us
is
on
this on
Twitter
my screen?
at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
All right, I'll add you.
It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Hey, could you send the friend request again? Oh, you heard me? Hey, could you send the friend request again? Oh, you heard me? Hey, could you send the friend request again? Oh, you heard me? Hey, could you send the friend request again? What the hell is going on? Why am I so stupid? What the hell is going on? J Cool Dog, so I just gotta add you. Junior Cool Dog. J Cool Dog, so I just gotta add you. Junior Cool Dog. J Cool Dog, so I just gotta add you. God damn phone. Alright, bear with me. Bear with me, dog. Damn phone. Alright, bear with me. Bear with me, dog. Alright, I sent it. Alright, I sent it. And hi to the other person, or the other person that's watching. We about to play an online match, and it might suck. Hi to the other person, or the other person that's watching. We about to play an online match, and it might suck. Hi to the other person. Alright, let me save this right quick. Even though it probably already saved, but just in case. Let me save this right quick. Even though it probably already saved, but just in case. Only 76 people play. Oh, that's right. This is 2-year-old Madden. What are the odds that I find somebody that is a Lions fan and also has Madden 17? What are the odds that I find somebody that is a Lions fan and also has Madden 17? What are the odds that I find somebody that is a Lions fan and also has Madden 17? Alright, I sent it. Let's do this. Alright, I sent it. Let's do this. What happened? What happened? You were here and then you left. What happened? Let me try again. You were here and then you left. What happened? Let me try again. Would you disconnect? Don't tell me your PS4 crashed or the Madden disc crashed. That would suck. Don't tell me your PS4 crashed. Alright, cool. That would suck. Alright, cool. Oh, cool. Both 81. What are the odds? Both 81. What are the odds? You can pick home. I like the white and black. You can pick home. I like the white and black. Good luck. To me. Good luck to me. Alright, I can hear you. What's up? I'm all new to this shit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Fucking cool.
Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Flacco's Ravens. With that, we'll send you up to Baltimore. And standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who'll call the action.
Get this touchback.
It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens.
Pick your poison. I wonder how online is in this game. Guess I'm gonna find out. That's why I picked All Pro 6 minutes. So it's like
first down.
Oh!
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's
yeah, that defensive line.
And a look at the
defensive
offense.
line. So
Is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Stafford eluding the pressure right.
You ain't gonna Lamar Jackson me.
Now a
what?
Picked off here by Jimmy
Oh
Smith.
shit! Who got that? Jimmy Smith?
At their own 47-yard line.
Yeah. Yo, on my stream, that shit is delayed as fuck.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Terrence West.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here.
That's still probably good.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In this offense, they look towards Steve Smith a lot.
It's a good idea because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or
You
better
in Central
than
Time
Steve
Zone?
Smith Sr.
So it's 1:30. It's 1:30 for you. Oh, then Then you're on the East Coast.
From midfield.
Oh, whoa! Oh my God! Get the hell out of here! No, 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 no! Trip! Trip! Spit on his shoe!
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to crowd down near the 11-yard line. And ready to go for another offensive series.
Oh, that was a mercy tackle.
A Detroit team that lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992.
That was crazy.
It was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved. And I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you?
I do.
Damn. Yeah, and he tackles him into the... Okay, there you go.
Back from the tough beginning.
They just gave it to you. They said, stop fucking with us. Here, you take it.
They had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident about 2017.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Still got weapons. Alright, let's do this shit.
They begin here with a run by Wentz. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard
I'll
line.
get there.
3
I'll never
yards
give
on
up
the
on the
pickup
run.
there, and it'll be second down. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
They'll run again here with Wentz. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The ground game, no doubt, that was an issue for Baltimore this year, finishing 28th. Now, West, he was their leader, but only 774 yards.
Can you believe you just said that? The ground game was an issue for Baltimore? Because that's what they're based on. I mean, that's who they are offensively. Being able to run the football, set that tone, set that physicality, and then throw the ball off of it. That was Ravens football in 2016.
Either cover 3 or a blitz. And once I saw that, I had to hot route that tight end right across the middle.
Isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco forced out to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
What?
They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for
okay, I'll take it.
Down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
He's doing Kyle Hughes check back there.
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And some room to maneuver. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Let's go a little in-depth on Dixon. He had his moments this year, but the results were mixed. And John Harbaugh, he has said we still need another back. So where does he fit into the picture?
Well, I think he fits squarely into the middle of things because in recent years, the Ravens, who are used to having one back be the guy, they've actually gone to more of a stable. They've gone to kind of, running back by committee. So I think that's where he fits in because he can catch the ball really well out of the backfield.
Get it up there, get it up there. Come on. Oh, no.
This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
The interception on the flat. Come on.
22-yard line. And Detroit
I'm blaming that on
set to
Flacco.
go now. And they will simply charge, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes.
I like the physics in this game.
Because I'm
Shit's
sure the
dope.
defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And Tate just finished his 7th NFL season. First 4 in Seattle, last 3 Detroit. And each of those 3 years, 90 or more receptions. Finished this season with 91 catches, over 1,000 yards.
And I saw him expand his game in 2016.
C.J. Mosley.
I saw him operate out wide in the slot.
Quiet
Also came
Lewis.
into the backfield and got carries and then ran routes from there. His yards after catch really jumped back up in 2016. And Golden Tate has shown that he's more than capable of being...
That ain't up.
He lost the football.
What?
Stafford puts it on the ground.
What the hell? Okay, this is crazy.
Coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches...
Yeah, that's all Madden's fault. It's always the quarterback.
I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time.
Fast 15 minutes.
And that's what they try to preach. A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case,
yo, these
you might start
defenses
thinking about
are
throwing
pretty
it a little
dope.
bit
So it's
more.
just like,
But
so
if it's just
like
the
that happens.
occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
Y'all still have Lewis
Come back and get him
Gummow
the next time.
as
On the ground, it's West again. And he's
Don't have
thrown
Golden
right
Tate?
near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard,
Damn.
and it brings up third. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, he's great. That's the same thing with Anquan Bolden. I did not want to get rid of him.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I did not want to get rid of Anquan Bolden, but apparently the Harbaugh brothers had like a deal in place to say, hey, if we win, we'll give you 2 of our fucking wide receivers.
Try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them,
if I miss this,
cross your face or get across
oh my, it hit the upright.
usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step
Thanks,
over
Tucker,
to
Mr.
make sure you
Automatic.
seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that,
You know what, he forgot to do the
but
crosses before he kicked the ball, that's why.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be
What
easy.
the
Remember,
fuck was
they're gonna play in a
this?
soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years.
I don't know what the hell happened. I think my guy pushed it up in the air.
Create an identity in the market they haven't
He's
been
going
in
for a
long
rebound or
time.
something?
They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
You still have Doomerville?
Elvis Doomerville in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Sam
Ravens.
Martin to punt it away for
I can't
Detroit.
believe you still have him.
Back
I
in for
forgot
the
this is
Ravens,
2 years
Michael
ago.
Campanaro. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
I don't know.
It hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
First and 10 here for Flacco.
Go. Get it out there. Get the freak out there. Okay.
He's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards
He was
for the
riding.
first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He's stacking that right side like crazy.
They go play action here
Oh,
on first
man.
down.
He's got safety
He's
help.
Float this one deep right side.
And of course.
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there
that was
as
a
his
punt.
guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
I got faith in
They
the
had to punt
defense.
from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for
Go
now
get hurt.
is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first
Stafford,
downs,
tough
and
ass.
hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Wait, that's number 9. Is that Stafford?
On second down, here's Stafford.
I
Flush
thought
to
he was
his
number
right.
5.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, no, get it.
Oh! And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
This is the type of game I like.
He's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another
Hell
great
yeah.
read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the
That's
play
gotta be a little
and get
bit
his
more
guys the
conservative
football
there.
back.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. He can't bring him down.
Oh,
Weight
man,
room
he
does
broke
work.
it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
I wish we still had Taylor.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Flacco.
Wow.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when
That was
they
another
think
free
they got
one.
a completion. And
I
the
gotta
ball's
stop
almost
eyeing
there,
down
and
one
then someone
receiver, man. I
sneaks a
always
hand or
get
two
into that
in
move
and
where you
bats
just
it away.
eye one guy and you try to force shit. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So the
Who's the first
offense has
Madden
it
you ever
first
played?
and 10. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the
2001?
catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting
Oh,
past
okay.
it and allowing
Yeah,
that
for the PS3
opportunity
or the
to
XP,
drift
okay,
back towards
yeah.
the first down line and still having
Shit, you know
picked
the
it
first
up.
one I
Really
played?
well run.
Madden
They look to
2004.
throw on 1st and
The
10 with
PS2.
Flacco. Setting
Had
up the
Michael Vick
screen
on the
for
cover.
West.
It was great. Get up, go!
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Have you seen Lamar Jackson play?
Now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they
Oh,
call
man,
a
he
timeout.
was playing like a
It's
young
just
Michael
their
Vick.
first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we
Yeah,
get to
man,
halftime.
my Ravens won the past 5 out of 4, and if we beat the Browns, we're about to be in the playoffs.
1st and 10.
When was the last time you guys
Flacco
been to the
looking throw.
playoffs?
Oh, it's a screen
Oh, I
pass.
love
That's
screens.
complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like
oh,
it was
yeah, that's
coming
right. I
together.
remember
Looked like
that.
there was
I
an
remember that.
opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now inside
I think
the
that was
red zone,
2011
the
or
offense will
2012.
operate.
Yeah. 2011 was a bittersweet year for me, man.
Flacco will take to the air again. Now they go screen. It's complete.
All the screen game is
It's a
crazy.
nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first.
My
and goal.
Ravens got all the way to the AFC Championship in 2011. We had Terrell Suggs be the Defensive Player of the Year, and we were about to tie up a game and beat the Patriots, and Billy Cundiff missed the 32-yard field goal. It was horrible. It was horrible. But then the next year we won the Super Bowl, so that was good.
They'll try to pound it in with West.
Get
And
it in
they
there,
will
get
stop
it in
him
there.
after a
No.
fairly minimal pickup. Give
Oh,
him 2
come
yards
on,
on
wait.
that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there
You know, I would
defensively,
challenge
but they're
that if the
still
fucking
knocking on the
game
doorstep.
wasn't
So
good.
maybe another
Fucking-
run here.
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Goal line defense. Let's see here.
Flacco here on 2nd down.
Oh, you
And he can't
dumbass!
Hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the
I thought that
end
was
zone.
perfect.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone,
Right there,
a
man.
big-time drop.
Right there. Come on, let's tie this bitch up.
3rd and goal now. The defense
Yeah.
will go hold serve again. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You know, I'm going with the 3. It's, yeah, you wouldn't have time to run all the way down.
So on 4th down,
anyway.
Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing.
Yeah, we got rid of Tyrod Taylor, and he starts beasting for the Buffalo Bills.
But they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be.
You know, we barely play the Lions.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And
in
with time
2010,
quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how
for a
aggressively
while there was
offensively they want to play
like a
this.
debate between who was the best quarterback, Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan, or Joe Flacco. And at that time, it was Matt Ryan that was winning.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right
He
side.
dropped it!
The tight end, Tim Wright, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
On every
There's no way he should have dropped that unless the game penalized. The game must have penalized you for running out like that. There ain't no way. Ain't no way he would have dropped that.
And they just did. And they dropped
Unless
it.
they forgot
What
the
a
glue.
great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Amir Abdullah, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the
just now
defender's going to be a little
starting
upset with themselves. They made the play on the
plays.
football, but that one felt like a forced
I
pass
usually
by
let
the
the computer
quarterback.
just run the shit.
Thought he
And
had
I'd be
someone
like,
open.
coach,
He really
good
wasn't.
plays.
Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So we've
so
hit
generous.
intermission.
Oh,
It's
that's right.
halftime. This is the NFL, and it's
That's
a
why you were going
presentation
for Marys.
of
I was
EA
wondering what the hell was
Sports.
going on. Sometimes I forget to look at the clock.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Jeez.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'll give
Now
them
come the
like
Ravens
19.
now. They'll go on offense
These
first
new
here
rules are
in
getting
this 3rd
25.
quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's
Yo,
talk when a game is
You
within
know,
striking distance
Justin
like
Tucker
this in
is known
intermission?
as one of the best kickers in the
Typically, what
game,
they're
right?
doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half
Yeah,
and wanting
and
more of
did
that.
you see the
Sure, you've got to
Saints
go over
game?
some of the errors and clean up some things because
We went
there's
in
a reason
overtime
you're
against
down,
the Saints,
but overall, I think they want to
and
stay
we got a
positive, stay
touchdown.
up with this team.
And
We're just
fucking
starting the second
Mr.
half,
Automatic
and we got
misses an
football.
extra
Let's
point.
go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take
We
it from
lost the
there.
game
how that
because Justin
recipe
Tucker
works.
missed the extra point. Yeah, and the Saints are the #1 team in the league right now. So we would have. Yeah. Oh, the Rams. Yeah, the Rams are doing beats. I love the Rams. They got good defense. Aaron Donald's a
Left side,
monster.
it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route
Isn't it crazy
is actually
that
one of
Los
the safer
Los
things an
Angeles
offense
gets
can do.
2 teams
Get the ball
out
out
of
to the
nowhere?
receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got
I mean, I
man-to-man
kind of get it.
coverage,
They have
and hope that
there's
his
4 teams in
athleticism
California
wins
right
on the
now.
perimeter.
Fucking 4. Well, the Raiders are. Yeah, they're leaving. They're leaving.
2nd down, Flacco
Which,
now.
yeah, but
Jarred
damn.
loose. It's incomplete.
You know, I really feel sorry for
So
those
many
fans, though,
offenses want
man.
to
They're
include their running
diehard.
backs into their passing offense and be able to swing
Like,
the
those
ball
fans
out or check
beat
it down
up
to them.
rivals when
But
they go to the
sometimes those guys
stadium.
are
They
just
are
not as
diehard
comfortable
fans.
catching the
Man.
ball as they are running it.
Move 45. Move 45.
You're in the division with the Bears and the Packers, right? And the Vikings.
They'll run it with West. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
So
It's a loss of a full
who's you
3
guys' #1
yards,
guy
and it brings
in
up
your
4th
division?
down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from
In
the college
your
game.
guys' division,
But
I
one
think
thing
it's
that has
NFC
crept in
North.
there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in
Okay.
tempo, but maybe getting better line splits
Who's your
and
rival?
spreading the field.
Like, if
I
we
think
have one
that would be a
team that
great
you really,
strategy
really
right
hate.
now to try and open things up in the run game.
The Cowgirls. I think everybody hates the fucking Cowboys, man. They're some bitches.
On the return, it's Tate.
But they're not near division, right?
Punt that time, and the Lions will take over. So
would you say you and the Vikings are like the division rivals? Or you and the Packers, you and the Bears?
We talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
All three of them?
More clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to.
So there isn't just like one team that's just, oh, nice. There isn't one team in particular?
They got in there and they said, listen.
Well, of course, with the Ravens, the one team, I'm pretty sure
we
you
got
know.
the lead. Defense,
The Steelers, we fucking hate them.
Turn the ball back over to the offense.
All our fucking might. That and, what are you doing, CJ? What the fuck? He just stood there with his hands up and was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
It's good enough to move the chains.
Offensively, they like their situation.
The
so
other
they tried
team,
to take a shot downfield,
that
but
was
no
crazy.
one was open. So it was tuck it in run time,
He was
and
on.
he picks up a first down.
Snapper
The other, oh!
This is incomplete. CD wanted to
The
get
other
your thoughts
team-
just on the landscape of the offseason for
Yo,
each of
I'm
these teams.
blitzing
We're
the shit
in
out of you
rearview
right
mirror,
now.
but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep it that way.
Get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, this held in Indianapolis
Yes!
every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and
Third and
on-field
19.
performance, and all that'll get evaluated along
Love
with
it.
your game tape.
There's-
And then you've got the free agents. All
there's
right,
plenty
that
of time,
starts, I
man.
believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there. Free agency,
my God,
because
you
then
got
the
me.
draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks. Have everyone start to
Yeah,
move in
you
one
did.
direction.
And I just got a
And
trophy.
then you have the OTAs and mini camps. We get to see them on the field
Said
for
boom.
the first time. And we start
That's
to get
all I
a
know.
better idea of how these
Boom,
teams
you got a
are going
trophy.
to look
Boom.
when the fall
Good
begins.
stuff. Yeah, but beside the Steelers, our most hated team is the Patriots.
First down, Abdullah. And able to push
Can't stand the
his way
Patriots,
forward here
man.
for a good little gain. It's a
Tom
pickup
Brady's
of 4,
smug
and it'll
ass.
bring up second down. Second down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what an
but-
offense calls staying on schedule.
So who's like
3 to 4 yards on first
the
down,
Patriots
you're
of
set up very
the
well for the rest
NFC?
of
The
the
Colts?
drive.
No, the
Give him
Colts
4
are
on the carry, and
AFC.
it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender.
You like the Patriots?
If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball,
Not
where
only
you
do
think
they
the ball's
cheat,
going to
but
go.
they do have the
Rarely do
best,
you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play
I would
you
say the
did.
best,
So you got to
coach
steel yourself at
ever.
that point because the
Belichick
contact
is
is
a-
going to be strong.
Belichick is
Moving the
amazing.
pressure right.
Give me that! No! Are you kidding me?
Right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
bounced.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him. But
Who
he's-
did? What's his name? And oh, but yeah. Oh, okay, that's cool. I was trying.
Able to flush out
Yeah,
to his
I
right
know
to
what that
try and
means.
evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
Yeah, now
for a
you guys
first
get to
down.
see. That fucking play was crazy. That play was
Red
crazy,
zone
man.
now,
Jimmy
Stafford.
Smith had his hands on it,
It's
it bounced
caught at
off,
the
and you
7-yard
caught it.
line.
That was freaking
And
crazy.
able to get him
I
down,
wanted to
but
see
he
that
does
replay.
reach the 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play,
I have
he
no
can hurt
idea
you
either.
downfield.
He reads
I'm back.
defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Get him, get him,
The
get him.
best part about that play for him,
Is that fucking Pettigrew? Is that Pettigrew?
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Okay,
Played a really
yeah,
nice
okay,
game.
he's better, he's
Seeing that
better.
play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Trying.
Yeah, and that's fun,
That's
isn't
what
it?
we're known
And what a
for.
really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Get them!
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Back now
That
in
should've been
Baltimore. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start
All right,
quarter
fourth
number
quarter.
4.
Just don't.
And a
Just
really
don't score.
long drive here, and
Just
it goes
be
on
cool,
and on.
but don't score.
Now Stafford. Oh,
There we go. That's what I'm saying. Don't score.
big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Yo, how do I pitch it? How do I pitch it? I want to pitch it to one of my faster players.
Still on his feet. And a big return will get him all the way down.
Yo, the
to third
fattest
down.
dude on my team ran.
That takeaway, partner, right there. That's
Well,
a combination of coaching,
welcome to the
execution, and absolute belief.
welcome to the
Because
Ravens
a lot of guys will
defense.
look at the scoreboard
Holy
and
shit.
go, this thing's pretty well
Oh
done.
my God.
But they still thought to themselves, if we can make
Yep.
a play,
Yep.
we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly
Oh,
what
what
they
the
did.
hell?
And hauled in by
fell.
Pitta. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that
Yep.
play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
I would have ran it
They
if I
come
were you.
out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Oh, I know how it is. When you get when you get trigger happy, I know exactly what it's like.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. To the right side to Aiken. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll
I like
lead
that
to a
full
3rd
side
down.
animation. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye.
Oh, shit. Damn, bro. That was fun, too. Shit. Well, shit happens. Hold on a sec, y'all. Oh, my my bad. I had my mic off. Oh shit, I had my mic off. I can't believe it. I was about to say, yeah, we gotta do this. Yeah. What were you saying? Oh yeah, that's why I got mine. I got my I I got mine wired. Damn, that was right at the end too. I was just about to beat your ass. Yeah, yo, you got UFC 3? You got UFC 3 too? Yo, we got to play that one time too. I'm getting used to that. I'm getting used to this. I'm still not UFC 3. You don't have that one? Oh, okay. Well, we definitely got to do another game. But right now I'm freaking tired as shit. So I'll keep you on the friends list. I'll hit you up sooner or later. All right? All right, yo. Peace. And good luck to your Lions for any future shit. I love the Lions colors are dope as shit, man. And the Ravens will win the Super Bowl, and you can feel happy for me. All right. Yep. Yep. You never know. Hey, Lamar Jackson's a wild card. All right, Joe. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.